Welcome to Golden Software's demonstration video. This video will focus on combining map layers and editing map properties in Surfer 12. To begin the demonstration, I'm going to create a shaded relief map using a sample file in Surfer. To do this, click Map, New, Shaded Relief Map. In the Open Grid dialog, select colorado.grd and click Open. Notice once the map is created, a map object is added to the Object Manager. The map object is composed of the map frame and map layers. The map frame is the entire map object and consists of all the axes and layers together. The layers are the individual map types that you use to display the data. For example, the shaded relief object is a map layer. If I want to add an additional map layer to this map object, then it will be using the same scale and axes as the current map. To add a contour layer, in the Object Manager, click on the Map object to highlight it. Then click Map, Add, Contour Layer. In the Open Grid dialog, select colorado.grd and click Open. Notice in the Object Manager, the contour layer was added to the existing map object. If two maps are already created in separate map frames, they can be combined into a single map object by overlaying the map layers. For example, I am going to create a new map object by clicking Map, New, One Grid Vector Map. In the Open Grid dialog, select colorado.grd and click Open. In the Object Manager, a new map object was added with the vector layer. The two map objects are completely separate from each other and not spatially related. The map frames can be moved by clicking and dragging one of the map frames. The two map frames can be combined into a single map frame so that they are using the same axes and position. The maps can be combined in two different methods. The first is to select the vector layer and drag it down so that it is in the other map frame. The vectors layer is now part of the same map frame as the contours and shaded relief maps. To undo this, I am going to click Edit, Undo Order Change. The second method to overlay the maps is to select both map objects in the Object Manager. This can be done by holding down the Control key and selecting both objects. Once they are both selected, click Map, Overlay Maps. The vector layer is combined as a layer with the contours and shaded relief map layers in a single map frame. A map layer can be deleted from a map by selecting the layer and clicking Edit, Delete. I'm going to undo the deletion by clicking Edit, Undo Deletion. A layer can be separated from its existing map frame into a new map frame. This would give the map its own frame and set of axes. To do this, in the Object Manager, select the Vectors object, click Map, Break Apart Layer. The Vectors map has been separated into its own map object. I'm going to delete the map by selecting the Map object and clicking Edit, Delete. To edit the individual properties of layers, select the layer in the Property Manager and edit the properties in the Property Manager. To edit the common properties for all map layers, such as View, Scale, Limits, and Frame properties, click on the Map object in the Object Manager. The Property Manager then displays the common properties for the map and its layers. The View page contains the properties to adjust the viewing angle and projection of the map. For example, if I change the rotation to 90, then the entire map is rotated 90 degrees. I can reset by dragging the slider back to 0. The properties on the Scale page allow you to adjust the scale of the map. You can set a relative scale, such that the one-page unit, either inches or centimeters, is equal to so many map units, or set the physical size of the map. For example, I am going to leave the proportional XY scaling checked so that the X and Y values adjust proportionally, and enter in 8 inches for the X scale length to increase the physical size of the map. The Limits page contains the options to specify the portions of the map to display. By default, the data limits are entered so that the entire map is displayed. If you only want to see a portion of the map, you can adjust the limits here. For example, I will decrease the X and Y maximum values to only display a portion of the map. If you want to reset the map limits to use the data limits, then just check the box Use Data Limits. The Frame page lists the customizable properties for the map border line and background fill. For example, I'm going to edit the line properties of the map border. Notice a border appears around the map with the specified settings. I am also going to specify the fill properties for the map background. Even though the background fill has been set, it cannot be seen because the solid shaded relief map is obstructing the view. I am going to turn off the shaded relief map to see the background fill of the map. The coordinate system page displays the information about the coordinate system for the map object. Click the Change button if you want to change the coordinate system for the entire map. For more information on coordinate systems, watch the demonstration video titled Setting and Changing the Coordinate Systems for Maps. The Info page displays information about the selected object. The information displayed is depending on the type of object. More information about the Info tab is covered in the base map demonstration video. This concludes the overview of combining map layers and editing map properties in Server 12. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact Golden Software.